nowadays there's more of a acceptance towards psychotherapy, but I think there's still a little bit of a stigma, maybe especially for men, when it comes to working on themselves, and going to therapy means that there's something wrong with me.
Yeah,
and I don't know,
exactly.
is that something that you've experienced, or how is that view changing now?
Actually, working with men has been amazing, just because being vulnerable or sharing emotions or speaking about what's actually happening within you in a society perspective, which is very masculine energy, is not okay. It's like, you're weak, something's wrong with you, and you're not that masculine kind of, So what I've encountered is, it's the first time that someone's actually asking them, oh, how does this feel like in your body? Like, how did this make you feel? And a lot of men were like, oh, I haven't cried in like ages. Like, how do you not, how do you not release emotions? Like, how? So it's very transformative for men. And I actually have seen that lately, a lot of men are open to therapy, mentoring, like men's circles. Like, they're very open now to share. And there's something that I always say, like, vulnerability is courage, it's power, it's strength. And it's so releasing and such a big relief when you're able to just bring it out of your system. And then from there, kind of, put the pieces back together. So I think for men, it takes a while for them to feel safe and also not judged, for them to open up and to start investigating. So what I've seen is that they haven't had the opportunity to express themselves for such a long time that they no longer know where it's located or identify how they feel. They don't even know how to name an emotion. It's like, oh, but how? I don't know. I just, and continue. And it's like, oh.
Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like, as being a man, that's kind of part of it, because if we allow our emotions to like dictate the way we're going to do things, then one day I'm just like, I don't want to go to work. I'm feeling like that. But most of the time, like, for example, I just started to go back to the gym, and for the past 6 months, I've been going to the gym more consistent than I have these last few years. And half of the time I didn't want to go, but I didn't listen to my emotions. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to go. I'll go anyways. And maybe some of the times it was too much, not so much. But then if we use that throughout our life, that's just the way we operate. We just kind of do things without really considering how we're feeling. Then we lose touch with how our body is. We lose connection with how we feel. And I feel like that's the case for a lot of men. We just kind of used to operating on that level where it's like we just need to produce results and do things.
Yeah, but I always tell them every single human being has masculine and feminine energy. And if you don't take care of both, like one energy supports the other and the other supports the other. If you don't pay attention to both, then you're not in balance.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like we do need that presence, that discipline, that routine, that go, go, go. But we also need to know, I need to rest now. And that's also productive. And I have to see what's happening within. And that's also super productive and super nice. And I also have life other than producing. And I can also be the one who's being supported. And I can also be the one sharing some vulnerable story. So it's kind of like finding what that healthy masculine in you is and what that healthy feminine is. And still pushing yourself and challenging yourself, but also knowing when I have to stop and take a step back or do something in a different way.
And how to nourish myself, how to hold space for myself.